law is essential for the full realization of sustainable development, promote the rule of law and protect human rights.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, the sixth meeting of the Third Committee at the 74th session of the General Assembly is called for order. I now invite the committee to continue consideration of Agenda 106, entitled Crime Prevention and Criminal Justice, jointly with Agenda 107, entitled Countering the Use of Information and Communication Technologies for Criminal Purpose, and Agenda Item 108, entitled International Drug Control.
I give the floor to the representative of Eritrea.
Mr. Chair, my delegation would like to thank the Secretary General for his report under this agenda item. It takes note of the recommendations. We would like to thank Mr. Yuri Feretov, Executive Director of United Nations Office on Drug and Crime, for his report and recognize his contribution as executive at the helm of this office. Crime prevention and development are intrinsically linked and mutually reinforcing. Progress on the prevention of crime and promotion of the rule of law is essential for the full realization of sustainable development as inclusive economic growth, poverty eradication, and protection of the environment. In our region, the Horn of Africa and the Red Sea Basin, transnational crimes such as illicit trade of small arms, piracy, human trafficking, terrorism, and smuggling of migrants are undermining human security, socio-economic progress, the rule of law, and governance, regional security, as well as destroying the rich fauna and flora of this region. For decades, those crimes have been contributing factors preventing the region from unlocking its huge potential. Regional cooperation is vital, as crimes recognize no boundaries. While cooperation in the region has been undermined by interstate conflicts and zero-sum politics, the profound positive developments that have emerged in the past year throughout the region has created a new impetus for better coordination within the Horn of Africa region. The countries in the region are working together to establish a foundation for freedom of movement of goods, finances, and people. We recognize unless this is adequately addressed, the crime-related difficulties will grow invariably and potentially undermine the regional cooperation we aim to forge. Mr. Chair, Eritrea views its work of combating and eradicating transnational organized crime as an integral part of its efforts for regional integration. In January this year, Asmara hosted a regional workshop organized by the UNODC, in which law enforcement agencies from the country and the region gathered to discuss regional challenges and shared best practices. Eritrea is also participating in the Liaison Magistrate Initiative, a pilot project by the government of Italy to foster international cooperation against trafficking in persons through cooperation between prosecutorial services. Eritrea is committed to working with countries in the region bilaterally and within the framework of regional initiatives to tackle this crime in all its forms and manifestations. In July, the government of Eritrea and UNODC signed a comprehensive cooperation framework to assist filling Eritrea's capacity gaps in order to reduce crimes and victimization, promote the rule of law and protect human rights, combat transnational organized crime, and enhance the gender sensitivity and inclusivity of the justice sector and law enforcement agencies. Eritrea believes the implementation of this project will contribute positively to enhancing its national capacity, regional security, and economic integration, and have positive dividend for global security. This growing partnership between Eritrea and UNODC was shared during a joint side event that was held last week, the margins of the 74th session of the General Assembly. Let me conclude by reiterating Eritrea's strong commitments to the global efforts in tackling all forms of crime. Thank you.
Je remercie la représentante de l'Érythrée.
I thank the representative of Eritrea.